Get yourself into a comfortable position in a chair or laying down. That's it. Now close your eyes and simply listen. Tune out any outside noises and tune into yourself. Let's imagine now that we can go into the command center of our mind that controls everything in our body, because by doing so, you can. Now let's take a dive into the workings of the deep mind, our subconscious. Begin by taking in a few deep breaths. Count as you breathe in to a count of 4. Then hold your breath for 4 counts. Then breathe out to a count of 4. Let's do that several times to engage the mind and body together in the process of relaxed learning and receiving and considering new possibilities. That's right. Keep breathing and counting. In for 4, hold for 4, and out for 4. Do it again. I trust now that you can continue this breathing process. I want to share with you some concepts and ideas from some of the most brilliant minds who have discovered ways to help us mind our minds with efficiency and reliably manifest the conditions we want to experience. First, let's start with some ideas that will help you let go of the past. Understand that you have done the best you can with the information you had at the time you made those decisions in the past, or acted in those ways in the past. So now you can let go of feelings of regret or shame, moving forward with new information that will help you change undesirable thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. You can free up your energy to create instead of replaying old patterns. You can learn the instruction manual of your mind. Your subconscious mind, the driver and powerhouse, actually governing most of our thoughts and behaviors, wants to help us. It sends messages and pulls old files that are similar to what you are currently experiencing to give you a shortcut for acting out old familiar behaviors. It likes to use the habitual paths of least resistance that may not serve you well at this time. They are old programs and strategies that held a functional purpose in the past. And we can coax our subconscious mind into sharing why it sends these messages or runs that old program. And so we can discover how it was trying to help when it installed the old programs and strategies. When we make these discoveries, we can then consciously visualize different outcomes and strategies. Our subconscious mind seeks our preservation as the most important agenda, obviously. It holds the memories of every experience we have ever had and shares these with every cell in our body. If the memory or experience is too intense or potentially disintegrating or destructive to us at that time it happened, it stores it in a way that's not readily accessible. This is for our protection. As the mind and body acquire the safe place and new skills and perspectives, it can then bring these experiences, memories, and emotions up to our conscious mind for resolution. Your subconscious mind will prevent you from accessing them until you are ready with the resources to make a positive, self-preserving change. This means that when the time is right, you can heal, truly heal, whatever happened in the past and create a joyful, meaningful present and future. Our subconscious mind controls the functioning and maintenance of our bodies. We can gain the cooperation of these automatic responses that in the past may have maintained illness. When you realize that your body is continuously renewed, every cell has a life cycle, then you can imagine that we can imprint health on these new cells. The old patterns and instructions in the subconscious mind can either continue as they were, or you can create new life in new cells. Create new instructions on the epigenetic coding that will create new instructions. We do this by the things we eat, the thoughts we think, the beliefs we hold as true, our values, and through gaining cooperation from the real driver, the subconscious mind. As we take in new information in our current experiences, we delete and distort relevant information and some ideas that don't fit our beliefs and values. This means that what we think is true reality is still shaped and distorted by our beliefs and what we expect to experience. We generalize things and see them through the lens or filter of our past experiences. This means that even people having the same experience will have different perspectives, perhaps even different experiences of the shared experience. We can learn to unpack or reevaluate our beliefs and long-held values as we learn new things with an open, inquisitive mind. This gives us the ultimate power to control ourselves. As we question what we perceive as reality, then evaluate new ways of thinking and being to see and feel if we like that reality better. We actually have within us everything we need to thrive and succeed, every resource and potential, every talent and characteristic to achieve exactly what we desire. That's right. Let that sink in. We may need a guide to help us discover these latent, hidden talents and characteristics within us, and that is why you have come to this place at this time, to bring all those needed things into being. We are the reason for everything we experience as reality. And the answers for change are within us. Our mind doesn't really distinguish between real and vividly imagined outcomes created in our minds. As we use this to our advantage, we create powerful changes that affect us even at the level of our cells and the expression of our DNA. Our universe has the possibility of many different potential outcomes simultaneously. And depending what you focus on, you can create a different reality than the one you lived before, when you played out the old programs and outdated ways of thinking and behaving. What a powerful premise this is. You are now creating the life you will be living. With a shift in your thoughts and behaviors now, what you are currently experiencing is based on what you thought, believed, and valued in the past, based on your deletions, distortions, and generalizations. So, the future is yours to shape, create, and enjoy. Begin now to examine all that past with fresh new perspectives. And catch yourself when you behave in self-defeating old ways. That's no longer you. Our mind, when creating new neural pathways, needs repetition to firmly embed these new behaviors and thoughts. We can do this by using the language of the subconscious mind with symbols, metaphors, and amplified emotions. The more we rehearse in our minds and our bodies ways of thinking, behaving, and being, the stronger these neural pathways will be. This gives us tremendous control by simply visualizing with strong emotion what we want to create. We can do this and create new habits of thought and behavior. This is the essence of change. When we speak the language of the subconscious mind, we can make psychological, emotional, and behavioral changes for our benefit. We are designed to continuously learn. As you learn to consciously ask yourself questions like, why do I think or believe that? Or do that? Or why does that person make me feel that way? You can realize that no one can make you feel anything that you haven't chosen to feel. Let that sink in. They can't get into your mind or body and cause the cascade of hormonal changes, your nervous system reaction, or influence the thoughts you have, or make you feel anything. That's all on you and in you, and you can make a different choice and interpret their behavior differently to make your own mind and body work better for you. And this is true empowerment. Own your own thoughts and behavior. You may also choose to protect yourself and move away from that person and their uncontrolled or toxic behavior until they choose to exercise self-control while still controlling your own emotions and responses. And as you add to your knowledge of the workings of the mind, it will continue to cooperatively serve you. It wants to serve and benefit you. Convincing the subconscious mind that the new ways of thinking, doing, and being are more likely to preserve and sustain you than the old ways is a key to success. The subconscious mind responds to clear direction, which is more than just words and conscious thinking. It needs emotions and moving pictures with imagined outcomes, with physical sensations, tastes, smells, and sounds. The subconscious is the realm of emotions, and words and language are stored and processed in different parts of the brain than smells and emotions. Bringing in all of our senses into our possibility thinking will powerfully connect to the subconscious mind, allowing it to cooperate with your conscious agenda. Open your mind up to possibility thinking. It is how everything we have now was created. An idea that was previously impossible was created in someone's mind. And as they used their latent talents within them, they invented and brought into being the most amazing things, like the ability to fly from one place to another, to talk to someone a great distance away, to harness the power of energy to create light and heat. So, the impossible can be possible, depending on how we think, problem solve, and imagine our life to be. They use their talents, experiences, beliefs, and possibility thinking to create a different world for themselves and many others. Ever wondered what it is that you will create to benefit yourself and others? It might be an invention, or it might just be a way of being and expressing your brilliant ideas and vibrational energy in ways that ripple out into the ethers, creating change while benefiting all who receive. The subconscious mind works in positive possibilities. So tell it what you can do, leaving room for infinite possibilities. You might start asking yourself, if I experienced whatever I want in my life, how would I begin? And what would I do to bring it into reality? Think on that for a moment. So now, begin to mind your mind and change your habits of thought. And you can review these foundational ideas anytime. You listen to this until they become second nature. These ideas and premises will be the seedbed for your new garden of life. Go ahead now and open your eyes. Can you hear any sounds in the room or outside that you were not aware of while we were exploring together? Gently shake your body and come back to a visual focus on some object in the room. What color is it? Now, focus on the feelings of peace optimism, and certainty you have created during this guided exploration. Well done.